Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, if someone joins me, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine as well. Good morning, my name is Yvette, also known as Sunshine of Sunshine Shimmering Accessories. I came in as promised to give you a little bit of motivation for Monday morning. It's late morning, but it's my late day, so I don't have to be at work until 1. So I laid around a little bit. Um, First, I want to thank everybody that came to my live last night. You guys are just awesome. You come out and you show support, and I just really appreciate it. I want to encourage you to continue to share these types of videos as well. It seems like every time I do one, someone says to me how much they needed to hear that word. And honestly, if it's just one person that it reaches, that's enough for me. So what I wanted to talk about this morning is kind of a continuation of what I started. I actually want to backtrack a little bit. So the last video I did, I talked about how to deal with bullying, and I talked about disregarding as opposed to ignoring. Well, I wanted to go back a little bit this morning and talk about where that idea came from and why it's necessary to disregard people. It's hard to ignore them, but why is it necessary to disregard? Why other people's opinion of us should not weigh so heavily on our heart? A big part of it is because we can't change others' opinions of us. If you don't like heavy-set people, or however you want to call it, I can't make you like heavy-set people. If you don't like black people, I can't make you like black people. That doesn't mean that you can't change. It just means I should not spin my wheels trying to make you change. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about where this idea came from. My experience was that I was bullied. I was bullied, and I was picked on, and I was teased, and I was called ugly, and I was called fat, and I was called so many different things. And that thing weighed on me really heavily. And I did not start to come out of it really. I think it started in college, but I think even stronger in my late 20s, where I really started to come out of it. And I was finally delivered from it when I accepted Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I started to accept what He had to say to me. But what I learned to do was recognize that I couldn't control people. Hey, Michelle. I recognized that I could not control people, and so I started to disregard them. And in order to explain why I did this, I'm going to introduce you to an imaginary enemy of mine. His name is Joe Blow. My friends have heard me talk about Joe Blow before, but Joe Blow is my imaginary enemy. And what he really is a conglomerate of all the bullies that I experienced in my life. I feel like I got the most of that, bulk of that bullying when I was in middle school. So Joe Blow is a conglomerate of all of those people who just kind of picked at me and teased me. And Joe Blow can't stand me, right? He's my imaginary enemy, and he really can't stand me. He does everything that he can possibly do to make me feel bad about who I am. He calls me names. He gets the other guys into groups and have them to call me names, and he just, oh my God. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Can I be honest with you and tell you that I can't stand Joe Blow? I really just want to take him out. You know what? Let me take the opportunity to take him out. So, you know what? Just imagine for yourself right now that Joe Blow just walked in the room. He's standing there behind me. And you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to take him out. So I get my best bet that I can find, and I just beat him to a bloody pulp. You know what? But he's still alive, and I really don't want to go to jail. So let me call an ambulance to get them in here. You know what? They're here. Let me let them in. And I've just let them in, and they're taking Joe Blow out. They're picking him up, and they're taking him out on the stretcher. And wait, stop. He's stopping them. He wants to tell me something. What is it you want to say, Joe? What are you trying to say to me? Joe says to me, in his last breath, he says to me, "You're still ugly." I want you to sit with that for a minute. The realization that even after I beat the crap out of this man, he still thinks I'm ugly. I can't change Joe Blow's opinion of me. And so I'm not going to waste my time trying. And that's the word that I have for you this morning. The reason we disregard is because we can't control others' thoughts and feelings. We can only control our own. Good morning, Molly. Thanks for sharing me out. We can only control our own opinion of ourselves. And so if somebody is picking at you and teasing you and doing these sort of things to you, we disregard them because we can't change their opinion. There's a motivational speaker out there, and I don't remember what her name is. I'm drawing a blank, but one of the things she says is that other people's opinion of me is none of my business. And that is absolutely the truth. So you can have whatever opinion you want to have of me. I think I'm fly, and there's nothing you can do about that. And I'm not going to spend my time or waste my time trying to convince you otherwise. Because if you can't see how great I am, then you are missing out. So I hope that this makes a little sense to you. I hope that you'll watch this video from the beginning so that you can understand what it is I'm trying to lay down to you. The reason we disregard what people say, not ignore, but disregard what they have to say, is because we can't change what they think of us. They're going to think what they want to think of us. What's more important is what we think of ourselves. What's more important is what those people who love us think of us. And sometimes, and let's just be honest, sometimes those people who call themselves family members, who call themselves friends, they hurt us too. And so we have to put them in the category of disregarding as well. I'm going to continue along this vein because I have a lot of things that I can show you and teach you in regard to how to process this. But somebody reached out to me and said how they needed to hear more on this subject, which is why I did this video this morning. So I thank you guys so much for listening. Molly, I really appreciate you for sharing out. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. And remember, Sunshine Shimmering Accessories usually goes live on Sunday. I'm not clear that I'm going to go live this Sunday because it's Super Bowl Sunday and I'm not trying to interrupt anybody's game. But I am going to go live this Thursday, probably at 8 p.m. to show you some fantastic jewelry. So please tune in. Like I said, if you get this video on your timeline, please share it out. Thank you so much, and please have a beautiful, beautiful morning. Bye, guys.